On first down, Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They will run with Grant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, 18. 58, come on. Hey, wahoo. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Blue. Alert.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Red, up! 58, Mike, 58.
On first down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36. You draw quarter. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, let's go. And 58 is a Mike.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Red, up. 58. Hey, high 7. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Get that ball.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Carson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Grant. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up.
58. 58.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tighten up. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Switch it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Who that? Check 26. Check.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
So,
He's got the first down here inside the 30.
what show you watching?
About 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's
Total
going to go
opposite?
for 19.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up and to great success.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought it worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the 1st down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard
There's a
line.
leg for a mouse?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey, check. 3 down. Jam. Alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
180. In your face. No. Off. Red, up. Alert. Check 37.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown. touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front.
Yo, Gratch, you streaming your game?
Extra point splits the
Yes.
uprights, and the lead grows to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Grant. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shoot. Check three. Red, talk. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. X3, 218, chop it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, ball. Yeah, that's what I do. 58. Hey, exit. 58 is the mic.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to Robinson. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Bears first down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking. Hey, 18. Check. Red, talk. Watch safety creeping.
Trubisky will throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Lock in. Here I come.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Check. Fred, alert. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Wild Bill. Lock in.
Again, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Trubisky to throw again. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Mike 58, right there. 3 buzz. Sponge. No.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught. Block it. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Burton. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Come on, D. Motion.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in.
Yo, they're just bombing it in this game.
Now after
I love it. They're just gunning, slinging it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. This is Grant. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You must be 18.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 58, right there. I'm trying to collect. Alert, 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 alert. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
They go play action with Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. To throw, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Rodgers. He's got Lockett. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Rodgers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught here by Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
258. Likes 50, likes 50. Check pass, check pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check 31. Switch, switch, switch. Kill. Where y'all going?
They go back to Grant. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, If you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. I got you, son.
On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Williams. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Right back to him on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Hey.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. A signal for and take it.
Hit his dick.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I know what he's talking
Field
about.
down should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended at the 30.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Yeah, you're weird, but interesting.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a game.
What you singing on, bro? Hey, what you singing on, bro? Hey, what you...
Smith there on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 take...
That was a really impressive game from Henry, if you ask me.